If you're curious to know what you should be eating on your bulk or how you should eat on your bulk, I highly recommend you stick around because this video right here is for you. Good morning, X Factors. It has been a while since I have brought you a full day of eating, so that's what we're going to do today. I started a mini cut yesterday, day one. Today is day two. I decided to eat to figure out what all I needed, how many calories I was able to actually get down the clean way. And so today I want to bring it to you to show you what I have come up with. If you know anything about dieting, it is not easy, especially when all your foods are high volume or your foods are nutritious and your foods are lacking a lot of sugar. I have everything on my phone right here. I use MyFitnessPal, keeping things very, very simple. And my goal is to hit 3,000 calories. On an average, I burn about 33 to 3,500 calories a day, resting and being active. So now I'm in about a 500, maybe even 700 on some days calorie deficit. So that right there is going to allow me to drop some fat and at the same time keep building muscle. So right now I have everything tracked for 3,500 calories. Not sure if I'll get there, but right now we're at 263 protein, and then we're at 437 carb, and then we're at 78 fat. So if I consume just a little bit less protein, a little bit less carbs, and a little bit less fat, I can eat about 3,000 calories. Yesterday I was able to eat 239 protein, 257 carb, and 61 fat. So that's not bad, but that's only 2,500. Felt good. Of course I lost weight because I'm in that deficit. I'm doing my cardio. I'm training hard, training intense. So for the cardio, I'm doing 30 minutes a day if possible. Yesterday I only did 15 minutes in the morning because I woke up a little late. But today I was successful at doing my 30 minutes of cardio. On the elliptical, something's wrong with my treadmill. I think I might be too heavy. I'm 223 pounds and the treadmill stops after like 4 minutes. I'm not sure what that's about. But I have everything I need in the garage, so I do the elliptical right now. 30 minutes or at about 6 to 7 miles per hour, and it feels good. Sweat just a little bit, nothing too crazy, but the heart rate is up. Don't worry about those dead roses back there. That was for the queen for our anniversary. All right, so with trial and error, I know what I need to do. What I need to focus on is eating my meals sufficiently throughout the day. Yesterday I started eating I think around 7. Today I'm gonna start eating around 5:30, 6 o'clock just to give me a little bit more time, and then I'm going to space things out every 3 hours. Now my appetite is not the craziest. I'm not super hungry, especially not looking forward to these healthy meals, but I'm gonna show you what those meals look like in this video. So make sure y'all lock in, subscribe, like the video. I know it's been a while, but it's time for me to show you guys the mini cut. It's time for me to show you guys how the bulk is going, how the bulk went, and we're just gonna bring things down just a little bit, cut off some fat, get a little bit of ab definition in there, get a little bit more vascularity, and then we're going to climb our way back up the clean way. All right, so I'm gonna grab what I need. I'm gonna start cooking. I'm gonna show you the final meal, so stay tuned. Alright you guys, so let me show you what I have right here. So I have 3 pancakes, Kodiak cake. This is just the buttermilk. So this right here is the box. If you haven't seen it in your stores, good on macronutrients. We're looking at 220 calories for what I have right here, this serving size. 2.5 fat, 37 carb, and 15 protein. So that's a lot of good protein inside of these 3 pancakes right here. 63 grams, so I have that. And then also I have 1 bagel. So this is a Sara Lee bagel, cinnamon raisin. I've been throwing in 1 bagel because bagels are pretty high in carbs, which I need. And so we have 53 grams of carbs in here, 10 grams of protein, and 1 gram of fat. So the protein right here is high. All right, so we have 15, from the pancakes, we have 10 from the bagel, and then I have 3/4 cups of egg whites, and I also have 1 whole egg, which is super legit right here. And so pretty high protein meal right here. Pretty high protein, high carb, low fat. And what I want to do is drizzle on some sugar-free syrup right here. Throw that on the pancakes, and then I'm also going to do a little bit of this spread right here. So this right here is what I've been putting on my bagel just to give it a little bit more taste and flavor. I don't weigh anything out on this because I just smear just a little bit on there. And that right here, guys, is the first meal of the day. So again, I'm gonna get this in early. It has now hit about 6 o'clock. So it took me about 20-25 minutes to whip this up. I wasn't moving fast or anything like that. I could possibly get it done a lot faster if I was to just use 2 skillets, but I decided to use 1, cook the eggs, put the bagels in the oven, and then once the eggs were done, I made the pancakes. But to save time, I could have got 2 skillets, and I probably would have whipped this up in what, 10 minutes? So real simple, real easy to do. So this is the first meal of the day, getting my calories in early, which is what I recommend for any of you who need to eat a lot of food throughout your day. You need to start early. Don't wait, don't fast, don't do none of that. Get up in the morning, do what you need to do, but get your food in at least an hour after you wake up. All right, so that's it for this meal. I'm gonna catch you guys at the next one. All right, you guys, so here it is, convenience at its best. Refrigerator full of meal prep. We got some beef down here, some fruit. We got rice, some more fruit, sweet potatoes. Now if I go back here, these are already ready to go. So this right here, sweet potatoes, green beans, and chicken. So that's what I'm going with today. And I also have another meal, which is rice, ground beef. So 2 meals while I'm at work. I'm gonna throw on some barbecue sauce on the beef and probably on the chicken as well, because this is just grilled chicken and some oven baked sweet potatoes and some pan-seared green beans that the queen hooked up. And then also I'm gonna have some trail mix right here and a banana. So gotta get your fruit in. This right here is what I'm gonna be eating while I'm at work. All of these delicious items right here. I encourage anybody to meal prep if you want to make your life simple when it comes to hitting your macros, dieting, all of that under the sun. Meal prep is going to be convenient. You can just grab, go when you're home, tired after work. You don't have to worry about cooking in the morning. You might want to cook your breakfast because that's always should be fresh. But then when you go to work, now you have your meal preps. You don't have to worry about the office foods or the office getaways when it's time for lunch and everybody wants to go out for pizza. You don't have to worry about any of that. So I do encourage you to meal prep. I'm ready to go. 6-pack bag is full of everything I need. My meals, snacks, drinks, everything's good to go. So that's what we're doing. I'm gonna check back with you guys when I get home and show you the meals during the nighttime. All right, y'all, so I'm home from work. I got all of my meals in that you saw before. So now I'm headed to the gym. I actually need to make a stop at the store first, and then I'm heading to the gym to work out. Right here, yes, I am cheating on Raw. I saw this in the store and had to get it. This is the vanilla milkshake, MRE Light, and it's real good on the stomach. But not promoting it too much, guys. I don't have any codes for you for the MRE Light. Maybe soon, working on something with my boy at the gym. Well, with John. Y'all met John before. So working on something with John, and y'all might be able to get y'all some of this MRE Light. But right now, this is what I'm doing. I have 2 scoops in here. So nice protein shake. I'm going to drink half now and then half post-workout. And then after my workout, I got to train a client, and then I'm going to come home and eat some more. So we're getting the calories in. We're shooting for that 3,000 a day. Nice, clean. I haven't had anything extra out of what you already saw. So I'm keeping it real legit. My integrity is on an all-time high. So I won't be faking anything for you guys. All right. So y'all will see it all. I'm going to head to the gym, probably train chest and triceps today. So that's probably what's on the menu. Yesterday was back. So today, chest, triceps. That's what I'm feeling like doing. I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna record any of that for you guys. Probably on Instagram. So make sure you guys lock in XFACTOR_fitness. That is the Instagram. Lock in over there. I post actually majority of my workouts are on Instagram, whether it's a story or whether it's on the timeline. So go check that out. Make sure you follow me over there. That's what we got going on. Like I said, I will check back with you guys at the next meal, which will be when I come home from the gym. Catch y'all in a bit. All right, y'all, finally made it back home. Got my meal right here, easy to go. Just pull it out the fridge, it is ready. We have some sweet potatoes, 200 grams. Then we have some chicken right there, some boneless skin chicken breast, 5 ounces. And then we got some lovely green beans. That right there, a legit meal. Only 355 calories. I have been eating clean for the last 2 days and I'm feeling amazing. I'm actually very serious about that. We just had a chest workout, which was extremely good. You can feel your workouts for your contractions a lot better when your food is actually nutritious. That is some science behind all of that. When you remove the junk out of your diet, your workouts are 10 times better. So here's what we're doing. I think I have one more thing to eat after this, so I'm gonna get this down and then I'm gonna eat a last and final meal before I call it a night. Right now it's actually 8 o'clock, 8:10 on the clock right now. Almost done with macros. We are almost approaching that 3,000. I think we're at about 2,700 right now, so I'll let y'all do the math. I put all the macros on the screen, but one more meal. Let me get this down, chill out. Me and the queen are actually binge watching The Neighborhood with Cedric the Entertainer. So if you have seen that before, comment down below. Welcome to the block. What's the beat? Give me the beat. No. Alright, you guys, last and final meal. I have a bowl of cereal, Honey Nut Cheerios. So this right here is somewhat like a treat. Got a little sugar in it, but instead of using milk, what I did was 1 scoop of protein and I'm using it as my milk. So if you want to not consume dairy, which I always recommend anyone trying to reach any type of goal, dairy is just hard to digest. So I wouldn't recommend drinking it all the time. So what I like to do, again, if I'm eating cereal, I like to just grab a scoop or 2 of protein powder, mix it up with some water and dump it in there and use it as milk. Extremely good. That is why I love vanilla. This right here, vanilla milkshake flavor. I love vanilla flavored protein powder because you can pretty much mix it with anything and it tastes amazing. Normally when you do chocolate or, you know, different type of flavors like blueberry and just a whole bunch of different flavors of protein powder, it's hard to mix it with certain things. So I love vanilla. Can't go wrong. It's always a go-to for me. So this right here, last meal of the night, guys. 2 servings of Honey Nut Cheerios. A1. So that right there, guys, was a successful full day of eating. Appreciate you guys for locking in and watching. Take some of my meals, take some of my food items, use it for your own. Today we were successful at hitting 3,122 calories, 263 grams of protein, 367 grams of carbs, and 70 grams of fat. 39 grams of fiber, which is pretty good. Sugar was high today, but hey, that's okay. I'm not in any strict diet, no strict cut, so therefore I can handle, you know, some sugar inside my diet. You know, sodium was pretty good, 2,800. You know, my numbers are looking good. So this is how I'm pretty much eating, guys, for the next, let's say 60 days. I'm going to be eating about 3,000 calories, trying to stay consistent with that and still training hard, still doing my 30 minutes of cardio at least 4 days out of the week. I can hit 5, that'd be great, but at least 4 days I like to hit 30 minutes of fasted cardio, and I train extremely hard every single day, taking 1 rest day, which is normally on a Saturday, but that could change too, simply because I'm having more time right now because Christian is currently not having any football games on Saturday. Therefore, the Saturdays are right now free. While the Saturdays are free, I might have to take advantage and just train. So that's what we're doing, guys. Mini cut. The goal is to lose 15 to 20 pounds in the next, let's say 2 to 3 months. It's nothing strict, nothing crazy, but 2 to 3 months. Let's just say by my birthday. So June 11th is my birthday. Today is April 8th. So we can say a smooth 2 months until my birthday. So I want to be at least 15 pounds down by my birthday, guys. I want to see a little bit more ab development. I want to see some vascularity in the arms, vascularity in the chest and things like that. So just trying to shave off a little bit of fat, but at the same time still pushing those numbers up on the lifts, still trying to build that muscle, still trying to build that strength. That's the main goal no matter what. So if I feel myself getting weaker, we yakking up those calories, all right? And we ain't worried about no cut. But right now we're gonna just go ahead and diet down a little bit and clean up life. So again, I appreciate you guys for locking in. Watch this video right here. This video is going to be very beneficial for anyone trying to build that big back. You gotta hit your exercises, hit your reps, hit your sets just like this. Lock in right here. Subscribe if you aren't subscribed already. I appreciate you guys for locking in. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. I'm gonna try to bring some more videos, guys. The motivation hasn't been all the way there, but I'm gonna try to get it together. I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.